Bird dogging. Bird dogging is such a simple concept. It is the definition of a person that does the legwork, that gets out on the streets, that grinds, that hustles, that's willing to go out and find opportunity. You are scouting the streets, you are finding money, opportunity, and sourcing it to the end buyer, to the next investor that wants it, to a network of people, depending on how you set this up and structure it. And I want to just give you a few pro tips and quick things that are gonna, seam out the confusion and what to know when bird dogging, where to start, and where to find the resources, and how to better use your time, because there's going to be so many investors out there that when you put the word out in your city that you're looking for opportunity for you and for them, and you're trying to find deals, and you're doing this, you're doing that, they're going to try to kind of manipulate the newbies sometimes. Not manipulate, but they're going to try to get you in under their wing to better optimize their business. And where you're going to have more value as a bird dog is to be a bird dog for everybody. That's pro tip number one. Be a bird dog for everybody in your city. There's no reason why you should limit your actions to only a few select people. And if you find those people, great. We sell a lot of properties to the same 5 people all the time because we love them. They're great companies. They buy 200-300 houses a year here in town, and we know they close, and we just love sending them deals and opportunities. So are we an investment company, real estate investment company? Yes. Are we still advanced bird dogs? Technically, yes. You will never stop being a bird dog as long as you are finding opportunities, sourcing deals, and passing them along to somebody who the criteria better fits for, if that makes sense. So it's just figuring out the game, and the game is finding off-market distressed properties, and they're littered everywhere in every city in America. I promise you, they're everywhere. It's incredible how many opportunities there are that you'll find just walking out your front door. These are those amazing rehabs that you see on HGTV, and if you get the address to that stuff like that, and they're glorifying it and glamorizing it and showing all of the fun stuff, quote unquote, on the flip side of rehabbing a property. But chances are, if you look up that property, there's a wholesaler behind that transaction, and then there's a bird dog behind that transaction that might not be recorded anywhere because they just got paid to source the deal to somebody else. But there's still somebody who found that deal. It's everywhere. Every single deal is like that, and bird dogs play a vital role in real estate investment companies' infrastructure. There's no other way around it. There's armies of bird dogs out there for certain people that whether they get their stickers and magnets on their cars, whether they're hitting the streets doing bandit signs, whether they're scouring Facebook for deals, whether they're driving for dollars, whether they're door knocking, whether they're doing sticky notes on people's properties, whether they're tagging people's trash cans, whether they're cold calling or texting or RVMs or what. There's 100 other lead generation strategies out there, and a bird dog is going to be the best that they can possibly be by optimizing and doing all of these strategies and bringing so many opportunities to these end buyers. And once you do that and you increase your authority and you increase your professionalism, and the buyers and these other companies know that when Pat calls or Joe calls or Melissa calls, they have an opportunity. You want to listen up, and you become a high priority and highly, highly sought after individual when you start having that credibility and you're that resourceful person in their business, in their minds. And once they turn into closings and these companies start making tons of money off these deals and paying you fees and paying you referrals and paying you assignment fees and everything that goes into bird dogging and how you get paid, it's incredible how valuable you become, I promise you. So anybody looking to just get started in real estate, this is what you do. You bird dog, you source opportunity. Like I said, we've closed hundreds of deals and we still are technically bird dogs. You never get out of that. You never take that hat off permanently. So I just want to remind everybody that that's what bird dogging is. You are bringing quality opportunity to the right place in the universe. Whether it's a cash buyer, whether it's your parents that were looking for a house in whatever zip code and you found them a good off-market opportunity that needs some work or whatever else there is, however that end result and exit strategy looks, it all starts with somebody finding the opportunity, and that's what a bird dog is. So the money, and I want to do a little mindset here, the money that you make as an individual, as an investor, as an entrepreneur, as a bird dog is directly correlated with how much value you bring to the marketplace. And bird dogs are undervalued and they're not talked about that much. And it's kind of an ebb and flow of sexy talk in the real estate industry and all this stuff. And it's undervalued. And I feel like a lot of people that go back to when I said manipulation, a lot of people are going to try to get them on their team and sign paperwork and non-disclosures and all this stuff and try to wrap these people into commitments. And your best use of your time and how you're going to make way more cheddar is being a value source to everybody who wants properties, not just one or two companies. You need to be that authoritative bird dog who, when you got 10 deals going on at one time and you're tracking them because you've sold them all to 10 different people, because that's your best utilization of your time and you know your value. So not too much on mindset, but this is an interview process. So moving on, how to find who you bird dog for. This is an interview process in your favor. Reach out, get on Google. I say get on Google all the time on this channel because it is such an invaluable resource that just never ends. Get on Google and just search one of the following terms, like we buy houses, whatever city, sell my house fast, whatever city. If you're in Cleveland, sell my house fast, Cleveland. One of those key phrases, and call all of the companies that are paying for advertisements. It's PPC marketing. They're spending hundreds and thousands of dollars to show up at those top spots on Google. Those people want deals. They're advertised to the universe and to the Google world that they want deals. You need to call them and say exactly what you're trying to do. Hey, my name's Pat. I'm doing a lot of direct to homeowner marketing. I'm looking at buying properties and sourcing deals, and I'm looking at just a better place to bring them. I do this for other companies, and so now you're not tied to them permanently. I do this for other companies in town, but I've seen that you guys are pretty strong on the internet. How many deals do you guys do a year? What's your rehabs? What kind of price points are you looking at? What kind of zip codes are you looking at? And you got to take notes and keep a contact key of all of these people and what they're looking for, and get them on your email list and do all of the other things that everybody tells you to do. But where the money and your time is going to be better used is doing these interviews. And you're not being interviewed, so don't feel weird about that. You're interviewing them. Don't let them flip the script on you and start trying to reel you into whatever they got going on. This is for your benefit. So the ones that matter and the ones that you're going to end up working with are going to thank you for reaching out to them. I promise you, they're going to say, oh my gosh, thanks so much for reaching out. This is what we're looking for. This is who you need to get in contact with. And that's going to lead me to my next part of this is most bigger companies that buy 100 plus houses a year in any city have multiple acquisition managers that run all of those appointments that are responsible for locking up those deals, looking at the properties, taking the pictures, making the offers, following up, doing all that stuff. Most times the person that answers the phone might not be the person that you're going to end up having the direct text cell phone number to. And you need to ask, hey, okay, so how do I submit deals? When I have a hot lead, you need to streamline that deal submission process and sell it to them. Say, hey, I come across off-market opportunity all of the time. I want to be able to send it to you first and fast and quick and know if you're in or out. That's simple as it has to be. They're going to have acquisitions people. They're going to give you the right contact information. This exact strategy and flow of this is exactly how we find a lot of our people, because the industry is always changing. There's always new people. There's always new investors looking for more deals. That is never going to go away. There's never not going to be a need for a bird dog. If you ask me, in my personal opinion, there's never been more of a need for bird dogs. So we try to find them. We try to bring people up that are trying to get invested in real estate and trying to start a new avenue of life. We try to bring those people up and we say, hey, if you guys got an opportunity, bring them to us. That's great. We're going to pay you so much money for these opportunities. We've paid $500. We paid $1,000. We paid $5,000 before. You know what I mean? It just depends on the deal and how great and juicy it is and how much more they bring to you. Yeah, so if they're bringing you 20 deals a month and you're not buying any of them, you got to have a conversation with them. And you on the flip side, being the bird dog, you're going to have to realize if you've brought somebody 20 houses, they might stop, and they haven't bought any of them, they might stop taking you as seriously. That's why you need to be key on exactly what they want, bringing them the good opportunities, and they'll tell you exactly what they want, exactly what they need, and exactly how to send it to them. Whether it's email, texting the acquisitions managers, or some sort of lead sheet form that they fill out that directly loads up into their CRM, they're going to tell you all of that. Don't get caught up on inaction right now, because I don't know how to send ABC home buyers the next deal that I might find that I have never even found yet. Don't get hung up on the logistics. Call these people. This is the first thing you do if you've never closed a deal and have no idea where to drive in your market, no idea where to drive for dollars, no idea how to skip trades. And definitely check out the skip tracing video on my channel on here, and the driving for dollars video, because I literally explain how to do all of these things to a simplistic level, because that's how I started making money in real estate. That's how I learned to get into the business. That's how everybody who is not going to go out and spend $30,000 on mentorship right away, and training and all these things that go on, and programs and online courses and all the other fluffy stuff that everybody tries to sell you. There's so much good free information on YouTube and on the internet and on everything. I just want to be a part of it and try to simplify it to my experience level, and anybody who's looking to get into this business, because this is it right here. This is the nuts and bolts, the metric standards of everything that you need to do in real estate. And just a little bit of a tip too, and I've said it and I'm going to just ream it in again. Don't stop on the first page of Google. Don't stop on just Google. Go to Yelp. Go to any other local citations. Go to any We Buy Houses company. Call the bandit signs that you see, those yellow bandit signs on the side of the road. That's an opportunity for you as a bird dog to have another buyer looking for houses and that you can sell them. There is a phone number on a bandit sign on the side of the road. They are looking to buy more houses. That is an opportunity for you as a bird dog to find another buyer in an exact area you're probably already driving in anyways. The opportunities are limitless. You need to build a huge list of these people and these companies to send your deals to. So just let's not overcomplicate this stuff, and let's go get some deals.